We have someone here that wants to be with you. And this is like partnership. I think it's romantic. You know, partnership can mean many things, but the way I see it here is that they want to be with you, but there is, or there are, other people that are also in the decision making, meaning that it's like the presence of others are also dictating where this connection is going. So this feels like it's a person that they want you, but it's like their hands are tied because they have people that are also making that decision, which is weird, right? Because it's almost like this person could be convincing or trying to convince people around them of you. So this person could be taking advice from people that they consider to be friends or family or people they trust in general, in order to make a move towards you. But here's what I don't understand, is why is this person involving others in their decision making? It's almost like if they do not approve of you, they won't pursue you. I don't know. I mean, that says a lot about the person, right? Because they are involving others in making that decision in regards to you. So they want to be with you, but there are other people that are also having a say in it. So it's not just you and them, it's you, them, and people around them. I do see that this person is taking advice from others, but not necessarily taking their advice. What I mean by that, they could be consulting these people, but I see that these people are telling them it's not a good idea to pursue you. And this person is like, I'm gonna do it anyway. So what's the point of them consulting these people? Is it just to make them feel included? It's a little bit of a weird energy, because this person has already decided that they want to pursue you, but they are still including others. Maybe they're trying to pick their brains or trying to get a second opinion, but they are not getting the opinion they want. So what's the point in consulting others if you're not going to take their advice, is the question. It's like they want to see if their thinking process is like absurd, which is like interesting, right? Because this person is thinking, oh yes, I want you, but is it the right thing to do? Is it the right thing to do? And they have people telling them, no, it's not the right thing to do. Do not fucking do it. And they're like, but why? And then they explain why. And they're not convinced. So this person is determined to be with you, to pursue you, but I feel like what pushed them to consult others or ask for their advice is because they're not really sure of themselves. Meaning, even though they are determined, they are also showing me that they are not really trusting themselves. Possibly because they have made bad decisions in the past. But that's their logic. I do see that this person thinks that there is a risk element to pursuing you. So they don't think it's risk-free. So this person thinks there is a risk element to this, which is probably why they are asking others in regards to you. See, here's the interesting thing. I don't think they have mentioned you, meaning that this person has asked others for advice without mentioning who you are, what your name is. You know what I mean? So they've done it in a way. You know when people say, oh, I'm just asking for a friend? They could have said something like, listen, I have this person that, you know, is interested in someone, but, you know, it's complicated and whatever else that they could think about the situation without mentioning details about the person, which is you. Hoping to get a second opinion without incriminating. I don't know why I want to say incriminating. It's almost like they don't want you to be known to them, to the people that they are asking. But they are mentioning the situation as a whole without any details or identities. Okay. They could be even asking these people as an idea. What I mean by that, it's like they're asking these people, do you think it's a good idea? You know, when people begin a sentence like that, do you think it's a good idea if I did that? Do you think it's a good idea if I said that? Do you think it's a good idea if blah, blah, blah? They're beginning their sentence as an idea. They're not saying that I'm gonna do this, what do you think? It's like, do you think, like, I have this idea, do you think it's too much, or is it a good idea? Is it a good idea, bad idea? So they're not mentioning the details. It's like this person just it's like they want to reassure themselves. It's almost like they want to hear themselves say these things or their plans to another person so that they can hear themselves deciding, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you have so many thoughts about a situation, but then you talk about it to someone else and then you find the solution within that without taking that person's advice. I feel like that's what this person is doing, which is quite interesting, right? I feel like they are also determined to make their way to you because that's what they want. The Two of Cups, that's what they want, okay? So, anything else to say about this? Let me just close the fan. Oh gosh, it's noisy. You are wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, which explains a lot. I feel like there is a part of this person that is like overwhelmed by your energy, that they're not sure if it's in a good way or a bad way. Because you know the difference between pain and pleasure? Interpretation. It's the same nerve endings that send the signals there is something wrong. Your heartbeat goes fast. Everything goes like on alert. But it can be pleasure or pain. And this person is like, I'm not sure, is it pleasure or pain? And I'm using that as an example, obviously. I'm not saying that is the situation here. But it feels like they are not quite sure. It's like they don't know how to evaluate the situation properly because they don't know if it's the things that they are feeling in a good way or a bad way. Let me see how they feel about you, because I do see their intentions towards you and I see what they're doing with their intentions by talking to others and, you know, trying to pick people's brains. But show me their feelings for you. Let me see their feelings for you. Let me see. They're really careful with their feelings with you, or for you, I should say. It's like they can't stop thinking about you, but it's also burdening them. Like I said, it's almost like they don't know how to differentiate between pain and pleasure, because it's like Is this a good feeling? Is this a bad feeling? Is this person, I mean, is you know when you fall in love with someone, but you kind of like stop eating, stop sleeping properly? I feel like this is like they're having symptoms of falling for you. Is this person in love with you and they don't know it? Is that what's happening here? Oh, we have the Queen of Cups, which is basically looking at your emotions and thinking, what are those? Where did they came from? Where did they come from? The Queen of Cups is basically someone that in the original tarot, you see her like holding her cup, her fancy cup of emotions. And she's looking at it. Like, what are those? Where did this cup come from? I don't know. And that's what this person is doing. They're trying to evaluate or trying to put meaning to the feelings that they have for you. Which tells me that it's either this person's first time of falling truly in love, or it's an inconvenience for them to have fallen in love with you. Because let me tell you, this person has fallen. We have the High Priestess. Which tells me that this person either, like I said, it's their first love, true love, or it's like you came out of nowhere, like you caught them off guard. Yeah, you caught them off guard, and what do we have? Is that the 7? The 9 of Wands, which is the wounded warrior, right? And in the original tarot, you see the wounded warrior. They have like wands everywhere behind them. And this tells me that this person thinks like, oh, you scared me. Where did you come from? But it's almost like love at first sight. So it's almost like this person doesn't like the fact that they have feelings for you, but oh well, they still have feelings for you. Yes, you caught me off guard, but I want you. Okay. Yeah. Wow. This person's head, it's like their mental state is on override. They think about you constantly. It's, you know, well, that's what happens when you fall in love, right? Like, what happens to you? I mean, if you've fallen in love before, the first thing is that you're always thinking about them. And you're not eating properly, you're not sleeping, you're always up thinking about them. When you eat, you kind of like think about, oh, I'm not with them, so I can't eat. Your appetite is off. And that's what this feels like. So what is the obstacle here? Let's see that, because it seems like there is an obstacle, especially with the 10 of Wands that came earlier. So what is the obstacle here between these two? There could be someone else. Well, this person isn't over someone else. Yeah, 3rd energy. Okay, so it's one of those things. They either already broke up with this 3rd energy, but they are still processing what happened, so they're not in a place where they trust love. You know what I mean? So when you get out of a situation, whether it's good or bad, it's like, I don't want to deal with love right now because I just came out of a thing and I'm not ready. Okay, so it's either that or there is someone else and it's not going well, but they are technically still in the relationship. And so you are the 3rd energy. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, I see why it's an inconvenience, because there is someone else in the picture. Whether they are getting over the someone else or they are actually in a relationship and you just came out of nowhere. And that's what I meant by you came out of nowhere. Like, where did you come from? Oh my God, I fell in love with you. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're keeping you a secret. And that's probably why they're asking people around them as, oh, hey, I'm asking for a friend, because they can't speak of you because they either have someone or they just got out of a relationship. It's either or. And the people around them, they're like, oh, I don't think it's a good idea. But they have their own thoughts and they're convinced that, well, I don't care what you think. I'm going to pursue you. I'm going to pursue the person that I want. But I don't know how to do it. Okay, so how does this person plan on pursuing you? That was fast. First, open communication. Is that the 8? Oh, that's actually the 8 of Pentacles. Never mind. But it looks like the 8 of Wands, especially with the trees. Okay, let's pull more. How does this person... Yeah. First step towards pursuing you is getting themselves out of the pickle that they are already in. Meaning that if they are in a relationship, they plan on leaving the relationship. And if they are not in a relationship, they're still kind of recovering from that. They want to speed up the process so that they can be with you. So first, they are trying to get rid of the third energy, which is the right thing to do if you ask me. Okay, and then what? And then what? And then they will open their heart to you and be like, dear, you've got my heart. I don't know, maybe write you like a poem or some shit. Because we have the 10 of Cups. Once they get rid of the third energy, they're all yours. If you know who I'm talking about, good news for you. But if you don't know, well, there is someone here that wants you more than anything else. So, it's really simple steps. I feel like they are going to try to get rid of the third energy, and once they do that, they will be available. Because let me tell you, whether they are unavailable on a physical level, where they are actually with someone, or possibly unavailable on an emotional level. So they're working on, whatever it is, whether physical or emotional, they're getting rid of that so that they end up with you. Because right now it's not going to work and they know it. Yeah, they know it. I don't think this person just wants to have like a sexual interaction with you. So it's like this person doesn't plan on just being with you for the sexual part. They want to be with you on an emotional level. They know that if they end up with you, they can't have anyone else. Meaning this person is not planning to get involved with you and, kind of get like in a love triangle, because they want you and only you. And they're going to remove anything else in the picture and then pursue you. Until then, well, I don't know. That's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I will see you soon.